Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shanika and I want to wish you all a happy new year. May this year be filled with lots of love, blessing, and peace. Now, I want to talk about New Year's resolutions on this video. It'll just be a little chit chat, so hang in there with me, y'all. Now, usually I set New Year's resolutions every single year, but I'm taking a different approach this year. Now, in 2025, I learned a lot of lessons, and a lot of them surround, letting go of control, especially control of outcomes, being able to surrender. And, a lot of things aren't out of our control. Sometimes life gives us curveballs and stuff like that. Now, that's not gonna, stop us. It shouldn't stop us. But it just gave me a shift in how I look at goals. So instead of being so outwardly focused on outward results, I started to focus more about inner transformation. And with that inner transformation, you will have external results too, right? But it's just with just having that inner focus, it helps you to release control of the outcomes, because we really can't control outcomes, right? We could do our best, but we can't control that. So for this New Year's, there's two shifts that I made when it comes to looking at goals. So the first one, my general goal is, as I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I'm not going to write down goals. I was like, you know what my goal is? To take care of business. That's my goal. That's my New Year's resolution, to take care of business, because that's how I'm shifting my mindset, because it's like, I know what I got to do. I know what I want to do already. It's already in my heart. I just need to take care of business. And if any hiccups come up, I'm going to take care of that too and keep moving. Now, the second thing, that's really what I want to talk about. I decided to set some intentions for the year. Now, setting intentions is a little bit different than, just your regular goal setting. And I want to try my best to explain what I mean. It's a little bit of a tough concept for me to explain. But, I Googled this definition and I'm going to read what it means to set an intention. So setting an intention means consciously choosing a focus or purpose for your actions, thoughts, and energy, guiding your behavior towards a desired way of being or achieving a specific outcome, often by aligning with your core values rather than just focusing on external results. So that kind of tied into what I was saying before. So with the internal transformation, right, and our locus of control. So when you set an intention, we're not just focusing on external results, but we're really focusing on turning our behaviors towards a desired way of being. So this is so deep to me. It's like, who are you? Who am I becoming? Who do I want to be? So I've set a couple of intentions for this year. And one of them is peace. Peace is one of my intention. For me, I experience anxiety sometimes. And I'm like, I don't want that. So I am going to choose peace. Peace is my intention. So that's the way that I want to be. So when something pops up in life, I am going to choose peace. Of course, I may be disappointed or sad or frustrated in the moment, depending on what it is. But I'm going to choose peace. I'm going to bring myself back to a state of peace by trusting God, knowing that all things is going to work together for my good in the end, and knowing that I'm going to do my best to deal with this situation and overcome. So whenever I notice myself, being too anxious or being too angry or anything like that, I can, notice that and choose to come back to a center of peace, choosing to trust God, choosing to know that everything is going to be okay in the end, right? So that's what I mean by that. Another intention, as opposed to having like specific goals, let's say, is for that of someone who wants to exercise or lose weight or eat better. It's good to have, like, specific goals, but it's also good to set an intention, because remember, intention also has to do with a way of being. So who are you becoming? Your intention could be health, like I am a healthy person. So when you're living your life, you're like, okay, well, a healthy person exercises. So I didn't exercise yesterday. I'm going to exercise today, because that's who I'm becoming, a healthy person. So the reason why I'm doing this is just to like avoid the frustration, the aggravation with these New Year's resolutions, and just flow with the Holy Spirit, flow with life, and do my very best. Now, like I said, I have goals. This doesn't mean I'm going to be sitting here, lazily letting anything, just happen to me in life. No, I have goals. I'm going to pursue them. I know what they are. But I'm also focused on, who am I becoming? How do I show up? How do I handle situations? And with the intention of peace, that's who I am. That's who I am becoming. So when situations come up, I'm going to bring it back to peace. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. Kind of tough for me to explain, but yeah, guys, don't stress yourself over these New Year's resolutions. Focus on the inner things. That's valuable, and the outer things will come. Anyway, thank you guys. Bye.